Hello Beauty News family! Welcome to Beauty News. This is the 25th of September edition. We're going to be talking about beauty products, new releases. I totally lost my spiel there. My brain was not here. But we are going to be talking about new release beauty products. We don't have any updates, which is fantastic. Love that. We're going to skip it and we're going to go straight to holiday. But before we do that, we do have a sponsor. We deserve to know what we're putting in our bodies and why. That's why Rituel's founder is on a mission to reinvent the vitamin industry. And they're committed to showing you their nutrients, where it came from, and why they chose it. They call it traceability. Rituel's clinical studies of Essential for Women showed an increase in vitamin D levels and omega-3 DHA levels. Their delayed release no nausea design capsule is made to be gentle on an empty stomach, and the mint essence tab in every bottle makes taking your vitamins a minty fresh experience. I really get a kick out of Rituel's clear capsule and being able to see exactly what's inside it, and I love that I'm getting the benefits of fish oil without the burps. Daily changes can lead to big results, so start small today. Rituel is offering our listeners 10% off your first 3 months. Try it out, satisfaction guaranteed. Go to rituel.com/beautynews to start your Rituel today. That's 10% off during your first 3 months at rituel.com/beautynews.
All right, so we do have a bunch of holiday stuff to talk through, and for the next couple of months, we'll probably find that half these episodes are going to be holiday, and then the other half is just other makeup
stuff.
But that's the time of the year for you. We'll start with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, I do think there's going to be more. Do you feel like there's going to be more released?
I think there's going to be more. When I saw this, I was like, I think this is just a little like, it's an amuse-bouche. It's just to get your taste buds going. I definitely think there'll be more.
But also, they usually do big vault type packs around Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they do.
It's interesting that they're sort of showing this. But I look, I hate this, but I also like sort of the vibe of where it's going. This is about sort of smaller, portable, giftable makeup, which I love minis. I like small palettes. I like minis, especially like lip glosses and liquid lipsticks. You don't need a full one unless you absolutely love the product, which is rare. So we've seen 3 different mini items. The first one, and this is the first time they've done this, it's a Soft Glam 2. It's the bite-sized mini version of their Soft Glam palette. So it's got 6 shadows from the Soft Glam palette and 2 shadows from their Norvina palettes. This was their original Norvina palette that was in their normal format before the Norvina offshoot of the brand. So these are all existing shades. I've got them all. I have both of those palettes, so this does not interest me in the slightest. But I love the idea of this. So it's supposed to be more of a portable travel palette. $29 US, and the pan sizes are the same as the other palettes. They're just, less of them. So that's interesting. But I completely wish they did this, but different shades, like all new shades.
Yeah.
I like the color story of it, but God, stop pulling out old shit from palettes that no one's buying anymore. Create something new.
Yeah, I think I like the look of it. If I didn't have these 2 palettes, I'd be a little bit tempted, but I do have them, so I'm not. I would have also loved it even more if the pans were smaller. It would have made the whole palette even more compact. I'm all about like compact eyeshadow palettes now. The smaller, the better, because it just means I don't feel so guilty having such a huge collection with like 6,000 eyeshadow pans that are this big. Like it's...
And overall, like a kilo of eyeshadow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I should actually weigh my eyeshadow palette collection and see how many kilos of eyeshadows I have.
Just go through and tally up all the grams.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
But look, I like the idea, but I do think it's disappointing. I think it's disappointing that they've just repackaged really, really popular eyeshadows. I don't know why they would do that. I think that is actually not smart.
No, it's not smart. But I have to say, because they went with the whole Norvina, like those massive palettes, and they were almost doing a Morphe. They were going large and in charge. If this is a sign that they're paring things back a little bit and starting to go, no, people actually don't need such a massive amount of crap in their lives, especially now, in the pandemic, we're all staying home and we just feel like you're being inundated with crap in your house. If they're bringing out more mini palettes, I'm here for it and I support that. But I would never buy this because I already own these shades. The next things they have, so they've got the Best of Allure Beauty winner. Oh, God. What? It's a mascara ornament. So it's their lash brag.
I know.
Their lash brag mascara in a mini, in a little ornament pack. That's $13 US. Oh, I know why they call it Best of Allure Beauty winner lash brag mascara, because it's a lash brag. They're doing a brag.
They're doing a brag.
They're doing a brag within the title. Anyway, and then we also have a 4-piece mini gloss set. So this is an ultimate nudes pack. We don't know what shades, but there's a mix between sort of cream finishes and shimmer finishes, all in nude shades, and that's going to be $28 US. So this launches the 5th of October at the Anastasia Beverly Hills websites, and then 8th of October online, other retailers and in-store.
Okay, we've seen some of, and I don't think this is going to be the whole collection, so I'm saying some of, the Bare Minerals Holiday collection. So what we have is the Warmth Eye and Cheek palette. So this is a 4-pan palette with something called Glowing Warmth. I'm going to assume it's a bronzer.
Yeah.
We have the Good Tidings Gen Nude eyeshadow palette and the Joyful Color Gen Nude eyeshadow palette. Then we have the Gen Nude Ombre Face palette. This is like it's a 3-shade palette that's sort of ombres. It looks more like they put down 3 paint swatches and dragged it through. So there's a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer.
Yeah, dragged a comb through it to be like, no, this is an ombre. And you're like, no, it's not.
Yeah, this is a drag. Yeah. Then we have the Holiday 3-piece brush set with a bag, the Lip Balm Duo, the Original Foundation and Beautiful Finish brush set, and a Holiday Mineral Veil Duo, which they do every year. So this collection is coming soon, but we don't know when. Now we do see 2 eyeshadow palettes here. We've got a 6-pan palette that is, it's purple with a brown and then some like nudie colours.
Yeah, like champagne colours. 3 shades of champagne.
Yeah, that's right. And then there is another palette, which I was quite surprised when I saw this. I'm not even going to lie. This is a 12-pan palette that is kind of colourful for Bare Minerals.
This is not Bare Minerals at all. When
Isn't
I saw
it
this,
crazy?
I was like, what is going on? I love the direction this is going in, but it just...
Me too.
The mark is here for me, and it was going... and it just went off the mark a little bit. It's very dark and grey toned. Like, I love... There's little elements of this that I really love. Like, I love the... maybe the last 6. I love the purple, the sugar plum shade. I just feel like the black and that dove grey just brings it to a really smoky place that isn't wearable for everyone. Some people are going to love the crap out of this and other people are going to be like, what are you doing? But if these were sort of a slightly lighter tone, I would buy the crap out of this. But as it is, even though I love Bare Minerals eyeshadow formula, it's one of my favourite eyeshadow formulas and I always tell people to try it. And my biggest criticism of their palettes were that they were so boring and so bland that no one wanted to buy them. This is definitely not boring and bland, but again, I just think it sort of missed the mark a little bit if they were trying to go sort of trendy, but I want to swatch this in store. This could tempt me.
So do I. Yeah, I know. Look, when I saw this, I was like, okay, not what I was expecting. It made me think back to last year's palette, where the marketing images looked pretty bland and shitty, but then when you see the palette in person, it looked a lot nicer. And I'm kind of hoping that when I see this in person, it will make sense.
And it might very well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing one of these. I always buy a Bare Minerals palette. Every year I do it, and I'm probably going to do it this year with this one because I'm curious. I'm super curious to see how their formula goes with these sort of colors because they just don't do them. They don't do them. Like, this is the first time I've seen this sort of thing from Bare Minerals, so I'm super, super curious because if they have like nailed their formula with these colors, oh my god. Even though like I don't feel like a lot of these really are gonna pair together super well, I still want that formula if it's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. I'm just looking at the black, and I reckon if I took out the black and put like a shimmery lighter shade, which it seems to be they're missing, looks like they've got a matte white and like a matte cream. If I had like a shimmery lighter shade just to brighten it a little bit, I would be all over this. I don't wear teal often, but that night sky shade looks like it could be gorgeous. It's a very beautiful shade, isn't it? Yeah. What I find interesting as well is that they've created this quad with this bronzer, which I actually don't mind the look of this. Again, it's got sort of like 3 wearable shades, a pop of a sort of shimmery navy maybe. This could tempt me. Could I point out the names though? Looks like Fucker and Gunt. That was not a smart move.
It does. It's flicker and glint, but
Fucker and Gunt.
That fucker Gunt.
That Gunt fucker. Yeah.
Oh shit! I love it. I too really like this little like face and eye quad. I wouldn't buy it because I wouldn't want any of those shimmer shades in my fucking bronzer. Thanks. But I like it. Bare Minerals always get me. But something I do need to ask, why does it have those little tabs? Tabs on the palettes.
Why does it have tabs?
I'm wondering if these come in like a slip case and it's got the tabs so you can easily pull it out.
But then why is it on the top and the bottom?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because it doesn't actually need that, does it? Maybe even the bag has it. Like, I'm very confused.
Maybe they think people are going to hang makeup from their Christmas tree or something.
Maybe they do.
It's weird.
Anyway, I am excited to see this stuff in person.
Hopefully we can get in store and hopefully there'll be makeup out there to swatch. I don't think there will be.
Goodness. No, we won't be able to swatch anything, but at least we can like see it and try to make an educated purchase choice.
Smell it and be like, does it smell good quality?
Okay, next up we have Givenchy. So this is quite typical of Givenchy. You're going to see some things in this collection that we see every year. But essentially what we have are the Black to Light palette, the Rouge Givenchy 1. It's a limited edition shade number 5. So that's the shade on the left. And then we have the Rouge Givenchy Velvet. So this is a limited edition shade number 37. And that's the one on the right. Then we have the Prism Libra. So this is the face powder. We see it every year. They have a top coat for the lips. It's a black gloss with gold and pink sparkle. They have a solid perfume, which I think looks awesome. This is the solid version of their existing fragrance. We have a holiday makeup kit. This includes an eye palette, the Rouge Givenchy lipstick, and a black pouch. There's a Makeup Essentials palette, which includes a bunch of things. There's a face powder, a blush, a concealer, 6 eyeshadows, 4 lipsticks, and the Noir Couture mascara. Then there is the Rouge Givenchy mini collection. So this contains 4 shades. And there's a Lip on the Go palette. And this contains, I think, is it 6 shades? Let me check that picture.
It looks like there's a black. What's the black? 6 and a black?
So there's actually 7 shades in that palette, and there is a black. I'm actually not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's to like deepen things up. But anyway, then the last item is a skincare set. So it contains a lotion, makeup remover, a face cream, and an eye cream. So look, I want that solid perfume. I want it. It looks awesome. I love the packaging. It's got one of those little loops that we just saw in the Bare Minerals collection.
Hanging on your tree.
Hanging on a tree. But I don't really vibe with much else that's going on here. That palette with all of those products in it, the blush, the eyeshadows, the face powder, the lip products, concealer, that is just an absolute disaster waiting to happen.
All right, from one high-end brand to another, we've got the Guerlain Holiday Collection 2020. So we've seen a few things. There's a palette Golden Bee. So this is an eyeshadow palette with 10 shades. I actually like it. Kill me. This is a brown-eyed person's palette. Like if you've got hazel or brown eyes, this would be gorgeous. I like it. I don't hate it. We've got the Meteorites Golden Bee. So this is the Meteorites just with limited edition bee-inspired packaging, which is quite nice. We've got the Terracotta Golden Bee Bronzer. So we've got a bunch of lip products. Firstly, we've got 2 new cases for their lipsticks. So this is the Rouge G case. There's like a red diamante and like a white diamante. Yeah. No, it's like a white and gold.
White and gold, and the red is red and
gold as well,
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we've got 2 limited edition shades of Rouge G matte lipsticks. There's also a top coat in a limited edition shade, and we've also got the Shiny Bee set. So this comes with a silver case that has a bee design on it with that sort of gold diamantes in the bee, and also a refill lipstick shade which is 214, which is a red. Yeah, I like the bee thing. We've seen a few brands do this bee sort of vibe, and yeah, I don't hate it. I like it. I don't know what it is, but it gets me.
It's cute. I've noticed a lot of brands are like moving away from anything that's actually holiday themed. So they will have a holiday collection and they will theme it, but it has nothing at all to do with any type of holiday like Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, it's just special new packaging.
It's just, special. So if you like bees, here, this one's for you. Okay, Pat McGrath. We have seen the holiday collection. So this is Hoped for the Holidays. So it's a Celestial Divinity collection, and this consists of something we've never seen from Pat McGrath before. It is the Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. So this has 18 stellar space inspired shades for unlimited and alien-gelic looks. Okay, calm down, Pat. Then we have the Celestial Divinity Luxe Quads. These come in Interstellar Icons, Risque Rosé, Fleur Fantasia, and is that all? There's 3. Okay, I thought there was 4. Yep. No, there's 3. And then we have the Celestial Divinity Matte Trance Lipsticks in the shades Armor and Divine Romance. Or is that Amour?
I think it's Amour.
Amour. There's one more new product in this collection. It's the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne Gold. And then we have 2 existing products in new limited edition packaging. So these are the Matte Trance lipsticks in Omi and Elson. And what makes these different is instead of having the little lips on the lipstick bullet, it has a heart with little diamante crystals in it.
So this is launching very soon. It's launching the 25th of September in the US. So probably in the next 24 hours if you're watching this when this has gone live. So if you're interested, check it out then. What do you think about it, Hayley? Because there is some new stuff in here.
Yeah. So I really like the packaging of the lipsticks and the new ones. And I do like the look of that highlighter, but God knows I wouldn't want another champagne gold highlighter. I don't like the eyeshadow palette. It really irritates me. I've seen the pans are like they're off center, and it just enrages me. So we've got a little screenshot from her video, and it shows that the pans, where you open the palette and you've got the mirror and the pans are like up near the mirror, it's really, really close to the mirror. And then the gap at the bottom is bigger.
There's a gap. Yep.
And I'm like, this is Pat McGrath. What's happened?
I would love to know the price of this palette, because I do think it's going to be very expensive. I'm going to have to disagree with you slightly, but also agree to some extent. Firstly, I like the highlighter. If I saw it in store and it was beautiful, I'd be like, maybe. But I also don't need another highlighter in my life, so, it is what it is. The eyeshadow palette, I love the colors of it. I think I think in terms of a eyeshadow, like a large eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath, I think these colors look like they would create a lot of different shades. You've got greens, you've got purples, you've got red tones, you've got golds, you've got champagnes. I think it's a really nice mix. It's lacking a few mattes. There's literally 3 mattes in this whole thing, and there's an 18 pan palette. So this is going to disappoint a few people. But again, her shimmers are more special and interesting than her mattes. So I understand why this has happened. I wouldn't buy it because whenever I've bought a Pat McGrath product, I don't think it's worth the money. So I always get slightly disappointed that I spent money on it, something so expensive. But I wanted to point out, this isn't all new shades. Supposedly, 2 sets of 6 of these shades are from the Star Wars palettes. Yeah. But mini versions of them. So there's only really 6 new shades here. Yeah. If you didn't buy those palettes because they did sell out really, really fast and collectors bought them in like a heartbeat, you get a second chance at buying them. But people mainly wanted to buy them because they were like themed around Star Wars, not because they particularly love this exact purple in here. But I do love the color story of it. I think it's really pretty. I also want to say that quad with the browns, holy fuck, if it didn't have that blue, I would buy that. Even though I don't like their formula, I love the browns. So, I'm a bit on the fence with this one. I wouldn't buy it though. It's far too expensive. I haven't even seen prices and I know it's far too expensive.
I know it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
If the eyeshadows actually applied, how they look in her swatch marketing
the swatches are gorgeous.
I would buy it in a fucking heartbeat. But I know I've used Pat McGrath. I have quite a friggin' collection of Pat McGrath. They don't look like that.
No.
So,
this takes a makeup artist and a lot of work and the right lighting and the right videographer to make this look as good as it does.
Instagram filter.
Yep. Yeah, because they aren't that nice.
No. Anyway, there we go. I know there'll be some Pat McGrath fans who are so excited for that collection.
And rightfully so. I think there's some really pretty things in there. I think, her bringing out the same 2 lipsticks time and time again, I think I even own those 2 lipsticks. That's how frequently they've been brought out. So I would like her to bring out more limited edition shades so people actually want to buy, not regret buying the nice packaging, because I feel like that happens time and time again with Pat McGrath. Here's a new lipstick tube, but it's the same old shade inside. You've seen it 14,000 times. Just give us a new shade. How hard is it to tweak a red to put a bit of fucking, I don't know, make it slightly more blue tone, slightly more vibrant? Who the fuck cares? Just change it slightly so we don't feel like we've got the same thing time and time again.
Got the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it's just vomiting the same releases. We have 2 collections from Paul and Joe. One is themed around Doraemon and Doremi. which is Doraemon's sister. So this one consists of the moisturizing foundation primer, a pressed powder, a powder blush, a reversible pouch, lipstick in 3 shades, and a treatment lip balm, which is melon bread scented, which is apparently Doremi's favorite snack. I want to eat it.
Yeah, I agree.
Sounds delicious. The next collection that we have is it has like standard sort of Paul and Joe styled packaging. So this consists of a limited face powder, a body and hair mist in orange flower scent. Then we have the wrapping hand cream. It's hot apple cider scent. Oh my god. And then there is the moisturizing hand cream in ginger cookie scent. I want that whole collection. That yum.
Have you seen the face powder? It's like the most impractical but the cutest goddamn thing. It's like a little box of biscuits.
I want it. I want it. It's ridiculous.
There's like a fraction of a gram of product in there, or like something ridiculous. But at the same time, that is so cute. And because it's got cats on it, I reckon this is such a cute gift.
That's so ridiculous, but absolutely adorable.
I agree. So this all launches in Japan November 1st. And look, it's mainly available in Japan, so that's the date. But if you do have access to Paul and Joe, you're going to have to find out when it's coming out, because we don't know. Okay, we've seen Uemura's holiday collection. Every year they do pair with a property to create like a limited edition sort of collection. They've done Mario Brothers. Last year was Pikachu. They did the Pikachu. Was that last year or like year before?
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, they always bring out these sort of themed collections, and this year it's going to be with One Piece. So if you're not familiar with One Piece, it's an anime that's really, 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 really popular with a lot of people. Probably not a lot of makeup wearers. I feel like it's... Yeah. All the One Piece fans that I know tend to be like teenage boys. So, you know, there you go. But this could be super collectible if there is a nice overlap between One Piece fans and makeup users. So we've seen a whole bunch of stuff. There's 2 eyeshadow palettes. So these are 10 pan eyeshadow palettes, and they've got like a geometrical shape that almost looks like it's, I don't know, a treasure chest or something. Yeah. It does look cool. It does. And one is more cool toned with some blues, and there's like a glitter, like a pressed glitter. Don't they know it's not the year for pressed glitter? And then there's also a warmer toned one with like a pop of yellow and orange, and also a pressed glitter. So this has some nice sensible browns that I'm all for. But there you go. So there's 2 eyeshadow palettes.
There's a bunch of lipsticks in this collection, and essentially they're grouped into categories of the like characters. So we've got Luffy, Nami, and Chopper, and then each of those characters have different like fighting techniques, and that's what the lipsticks are named after. So for Luffy, we've got Gum Gum Pistol, Gear 4, and Gum Gum Gatling. Nami has Charge and Tempo, and then Chopper has Rumble Ball, Kung Fu Punch, Rosio Metal, and Jumping Point.
So essentially the main differences between the lipsticks with the different characters is they have different packaging and the character on it. And then within the different fighting styles, you see different colours and different finishes. So there's some sort of glossy ones, some matte ones, some more satiny type ones. So it does sound quite complicated.
There's 9 lipsticks in total. Yeah. So it's a nice array, and they've got really cool packaging. I'm sure there's going to be a colour in there that you love.
And then we've got the Fearless Crew Premium Makeup Box, which is sort of like a makeup artist sort of travel case. They do this every year.
So cute.
We've got the Ultimate Sublime Beauty Cleansing Oil in limited edition packaging. There's the 150ml and 450ml bottles. So again, we see them do this every single year. There's a hard formula brow pencils in limited edition packaging in 2 shades, Seal Brown and Acorn. There's the Wanted Mini Lip Coffret, interesting. The Wanted Cleansing Oil Kit. The Fearless Crew Highlighter in 2 shades. The Petal 55 Foundation Brush with limited edition packaging. Again, they do this every single year. The Wanted Gold Eyelash Curler. Again, they do this every year, and it just has a little like charm on it. And then the last thing is the Fearless Crew Premium Brush Set. So that's everything that's coming from Uemura for the holidays. And I'm sure some people are going to be losing their minds over this. Other people aren't going to give 2 shits, which is totally fine.
I don't hate it. I quite like it. The palette packaging is stunning. I think it's beautiful. I also think the lipstick packaging is absolutely gorgeous. If the mini coffret of lipsticks had this packaging in minis, I would scream. And then I would go and buy it, but it's just plain packaging. Out of box is the part that's themed. And of course the cleansing oil, love that. Look, I don't hate it. I've watched some episodes of One Piece. I've enjoyed them. I'm not a mega fan, but I love the vibe of this collection. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I really like the teal accents. I think it's a really beautiful color to choose. Yeah. And I just like the sort of animation on the cleansing oil. I, again, have watched a couple of episodes, but haven't watched it enough to give a shit about it. But I like the vibe of it, and I think this probably suits their customer base pretty well. Even if, they're not amazing, like major fans of it, I don't think many people would find this packaging particularly offensive. No, I think a lot of people, even people who aren't a fan of the show, could look at this collection and go, wow, that looks really cool. Yeah. Uemura do this really, really well. They take a property and they really do it justice. And I feel like they've got people on their team who understand how to appeal to people who don't even care about a particular property. They're just Uemura fans, but we still want them to like go mad for our collection and buy it. Yeah, and I think they do that well. I think they've got a good design team that can take things and just not make it look like some cheap packaging with a character just chucked on it. They can incorporate the property really well into their collection. So I think, they're good at doing that.
Okay, Laura Mercier Holiday Collection. This is massive. So we have the Piece de Resistance Eye and Cheek Essentials. I'm going to run through these as quickly as we can. Kat will have a look through the photos. If there's anything interesting worth discussing, we'll do it at the end. Prima Ballerina Mini Eyeshadow Palette, the Opening Night Cheek Palette, the Standing Ovation Cheek Palette, Rose Velvet Illuminator, Stargazer Mini Caviar Stick Quartet. So this contains the shades Amethyst, Magnetic Pink, Intense Rose Gold, and Au Naturel. Then we have the Grand Overture Mini Caviar Stick Quartet in magnetic, or it comes with Magnetic Pink, Au Naturel, Intense Moonlight, and Rose Gold. So there are some, there's two overlays with those packs. So don't buy them both unless you absolutely love Au Naturel and Magnetic Pink.
Can I just say I love Au Naturel, so I do recommend it.
you might buy both. Then we have the Lip Lumiere Luminous Sheer Lip Tint in 3 shades. The Sleeping Beauty Essential Brush Collection, Kisses from the Balcony Lip Glacé Collection, Set to Perfect Loose Setting Powder Translucent and Puff Set, the Set to Glow Translucent Loose Setting Powder Glow and Brush Set, Pure Canvas Primer Triplet, the Mini Whipped Body Cream Quartet, Hand Cream Quartet, Luxe Indulgence Amber Vanilla Body Triplet, and the Loose Setting Powder Translucent Set Mini Limited Edition. Oh my actual god, that was a lot. This stuff is going to launch soon, sometime in October, and they're on to other regions. So keep an eye out if you want it. I've got to say, I kind of want their like hand and body products.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I like them a very, very great deal.
Yeah, I really like their body butters, and I want to try all of the scents. I want the hand creams. I like that they've also got color variations with the cheek set, like the cheek palette, and also the caviar sets, because in previous years it's sort of like take what we give you, whereas now you're like, no, I prefer sort of warmer toned blushes, and they're like, okay, here's an option for you. So I do like that. Well, there's a 3 blush palette and then like a highlighter blush bronzer palette that's a little bit warmer, so they're slightly different. There's a bit of variation here, which I do like. What's your thoughts on the palettes? There's 2 palettes.
So the big sort of double-sided one, it's a bit too pink and grey for me. I can see, so this is very obviously ballet themed, and I can see why they're going with the colours they're going with, but it's not colours that I want to wear on my face. Yeah,
I think the eyeshadow palettes, they're a little bit different to what we've seen them bring out before, so I'm going to have to give them that. It's different. It's not just the same old nude. Like you, they're not really up my alley, but I do think if you do like pinky tones and cooler tones, this is really leaning towards that, which I think is quite nice. So yeah, I don't hate it. I'm not going to pick up heaps from it, but maybe some body products.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. Have you ever used a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner? Efficient? Yes. Good for your hair? Definitely not. Get your best hair ever with Functioner Beauty. Functioner Beauty makes personalized shampoos and conditioners that are formulated just for you. And now they have even more to treat your unique needs from hair to toe. Along with hair care, they now offer customizable body wash and body lotion. Their new body wash and lotion are tailored to your skin moisture levels and other preferences. You can pick your favorite color and fragrance just like the hair care line. Functioner Beauty's formulas always use clean ingredients, they're cruelty-free, and every bottle is individually formulated to give you what you need to look and feel your best. I really like that Functioner Beauty have expanded into body care products, and I think having customizable ranges is clever. Just like our hair, just like our faces, we're all different. We've all got different skin types and different needs. We all like different levels of fragrances or different types of scents. So it makes sense to have a range that's customizable. So what are you waiting for? Go to functionerbeauty.com/beauty to take your 4-part hair profile quiz and check out their body care range and save 20% on your first order. Go to functionerbeauty.com/beauty for 20% off and let them know you heard about it from Beauty News. That's functionerbeauty.com/beauty. Kat Schneider and her team of scientists at Rituel are making clinically tested a new normal. Rituel left out mystery additives, synthetic fillers, and shady extras that can be found in some traditional multivitamins. For obsessive label readers, Rituel uses vegan-certified, non-GMO, gluten-free, and allergen-free ingredients, and their sources are out there for the whole world to see, because they believe you deserve to know what you're putting in your body and why. 40% of women can't properly utilize the synthetic form of folate, also known as folic acid, which can be found in many multivitamins. This is why Rituel uses folate in its absorbable form to help cover women's needs. My experience with Rituel has been great. It's easy to take, really is gentle on my stomach, and gives me some peace of mind when I've had a busy day and opt for pizza instead of vegetables for dinner. At least I know I did one good thing for my body that day. Daily changes can lead to big results, so start small today. Rituel is offering our listeners 10% off for your first 3 months. Try it out, satisfaction guaranteed. Go to rituel.com/beauty news to start your ritual today. That's 10% off during your first 3 months at rituel.com/beauty news. That was the end of holiday.
For this week.
For this week. That took a really long time. These holiday collections are getting out of control. Okay, let's start from the start again. We've got a Halloween collection from BH Cosmetics. This is called Drop Dead Gorgeous. This consists of 2 eyeshadow palettes. So we've got the Full On Crazy palette. This is $19 and it contains 14 eyeshadows. Little Bit Psycho is a $14 palette and it contains 8 eyeshadows. Then we have the Glitter Blood Red Glitter Gel. This is $12, so it is a gel with red glitter in it. And then we have the Killer Queen 6-piece brush set. It's $18. It has 6 brushes and a makeup bag. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and it's available now at Ela Cosmetics.
I'm going to say, I'm not going to buy it, but I actually like this collection. Firstly, I love
that
I like that it's called Full On Crazy and a Little Bit Psycho. I think that's funny.
Just makes me think of that song. Have you heard that little
Is it
bit
a current song?
That yeah. Oh no,
I've never heard of
actually it's been out for like ages. Sweet But Psycho? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Yeah. By Ava Max. Sweet But Psycho. That's all it makes me think about.
Never heard of it. So for me, over my head. Look, these eyeshadow palettes aren't something, again, that I'm like, I need in my collection, I'm going to wear every day. But I can see that if you were going to create different makeup looks for Halloween, not that anyone's going out doing anything these days.
No.
You can create quite a few things with this, which I think is kind of cool. You know, what are you going to do with red glitter gel? I don't know. Shove it on your face. The way they've done it does remind me of Halloween. I think the names are funny. So I don't hate it, but again, it's not on my wish list. I don't need it. But, you know, if you wanted to create some, I don't know, clown makeup or witch makeup or vampire makeup, you can sort of do that with this. I sort of wish there was some greens maybe in the bigger palette so you can do a little bit more sort of zombie-esque things, but it's Halloween makeup. It's fun.
Yeah.
I miss going out. I miss leaving the house.
We don't celebrate Halloween in Australia, but...
No. We don't leave the house here in Melbourne.
No.
All right, the next thing is just a sneak peek from Coloured Raine. They're bringing out brushes.
Yeah.
There we go.
We don't know what they look like, so moving right along.
From Dragun Beauty, we've seen a new colour corrector launching. So by the time you're watching this, it's already out. It's the new Dragonfire Green colour corrector. So it's a liquid colour corrector. It's green, counteracts redness. Hooray. One thing that we missed back in, I think, June or July is they also released a lavender one. So, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Look, I don't feel like her brand is really that interesting to be too fussed about it. Okay, we've seen something from Lorac. Carol.
Carol. Okay, welcome back, Carol.
Welcome back, Carol. So, what we have here are new Pro Palettes. They're saying that they are for fall and they have an upgraded formula, elevated packaging, and impressive pigment payoff. So these are limited edition Pro Palette artist editions. Jesus Christ, that's too many editions and pros.
Too many.
Fucking.
Yep, agreed.
Too many words that just don't edit yourself, right? So we've got Meraki, which is $45. And then we have Pro Palettes in Soleil and Noir. These are $35 each. And then we have the Mini Pro Palettes in Simmering and Sparkling. They're $15 each. So are they all limited edition?
I would assume so. I'd assume so, but again, we don't really have much information about them. And the thing that's annoying is we haven't even seen the palettes completely yet.
No.
So we've got one photo that shows like half open palettes, and then we've got zoomed in close-ups of a portion of the pans. So it's, we don't know much about it, but this is creating a bit of a stir because, about 5 to 8 years ago, Lorac palettes were the thing. They're pro palettes. I remember when people used to come across that if you like the Naked 1 and 2 from Urban Decay, you're like basic. But if you liked the Lorac Pro 1 and 2, ooh, you're in the know. I remember there used to be like beauty YouTubers that used to do like the handbag, my designer handbag haul. They used to go on and on and on about, oh, Lorac is so much better than Urban Decay.
Well, and to be fair, it is.
Look, I disagree, because I've gone back and I've used Urban Decay and I've gone back and used my Lorac palettes, and I think I get better looks out of my Urban Decay.
Fair. You like them better.
I just think that they're not as powdery, and the colour stories just work a little bit better. So, you know, they were a thing back in the day. They were very popular. So
they were.
It's interesting that they're trying to... Then they dropped off the radar. They sort of disappeared for a few years, trying to release a couple of things here and there. No one bit and no one gave a shit about them. And now they're coming back to be like, let's revamp this sort of pro series with bigger palettes and mini palettes, which is interesting. I don't know if it's going to do anything for them.
Not when they're releasing 5 fucking nude palettes.
Yeah.
It's not. This is such a Morphe vibe. Like,
just a higher end
hey,
Morphe.
Here's a whole new collection we're revamping with only nudes. You can't do it, Carol.
I do want to see the Noir palette like fully exposed.
Yeah.
Because you know that I'm jonesing for a nice cool toned brown palette. Not that we can get Lorac. They never actually shipped internationally, so we could never get them anyway. But look, yeah, it's 5 palettes of nude, which, even though I'm a nude lover, is too much.
I want to try the new formula because I want to see what they're banging on about, because, you know, they're elevated and upgraded and fucking impressive. But... like, it takes a special type of boring ass bitch to want all of these palettes. That person is definitely me right now, but I don't see them winning over the beauty community with this.
No, I think if you're going to release 5 palettes, you want them to at least be quite distinct, because at the moment I can barely tell the difference between the large 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, release Soleil and Noir, and leave out your fucking Meraki whatever.
Malarkey.
Yeah, malarkey.
Your malarkey.
That's right. Okay, we have the Lush Halloween collection. So this has launched. So if you want it, you can go get it right now. But let's quickly go through the items that are in the collection. We have bath bombs. So we've got Bat Art. This is a glittery one.
It's new.
It is new, it's glittery, and it smells of mandarin, rosemary, and blackcurrant.
Oh, I want it. I don't take baths, but I want it.
Yeah, I know, I don't take baths either. Then we have the Pumpkin. So we've seen this one before. So this has the scent of cinnamon, there's woody notes, we've got lime, mandarin, orange, so it's a bit citrusy. The Lord of Misrule Bath Bomb is back. We also have Monsters Ball and the Bewitched Bubble Bar. So if you were hoping any of those favourites were coming back this year, the answer is yes. Then we have some new and returning items. Get ready for it. We have the Toffee Apple Lip Scrub.
I want it so bad.
I want this so bad. So this is green apple and blood red sticky toffee. I just want it like stick it in my friggin' mouth.
And I love that they call it sweet and sour. That just sounds like I want to. Yum. Yeah, I want to rub it on my lips and all over my face and then lick it off. And
like lick it off. Yeah. Then we have the very, very frightening shower gel. This is new. This is lemon and fig.
I want this too.
Would be really, really lovely. Then we have a returning favourite with the Ghost in the Dark soap. And we also have the Boo Shower Slime, which is also returning. I think this is a scrubby shower slime. It's a body scrub.
It does. It's got coconut shell in it.
Yeah. So that is the Lush Halloween collection. I like it. I love Lush's themed collections. I think they do them so well. Some of them are massive, but they really they hit the note of the holiday so well. Like this is unmistakable. They are fun. This is unmistakably Halloween. I like it.
I'm just bummed that I don't have a good bath, so I can't use it as an excuse to be like, oh, I'm going to buy some fun stuff and have nice baths.
Some bubble baths.
My bathroom is pokey and shit, and it's like you're bathing in a in like a jail shower. So for me, I'm like, it's not an experience that I'm really vibing for at the moment. But I really want the shower gel and the lip scrub. They sound delicious. They're new, fun. The soap looks cute. I'm digging it. I'm maybe next year when I get giving my baby, which will be a toddler, baths, I'll be like, let's break off some Lush bubble bath. I don't know. We might have more fun with it then. But look, if you love Halloween, you love Lush, this is your time. All right, so we've seen Makeup by Mario is launching a brand. We did hear about this, and look, it's coming very soon. So it's coming on the 1st of October. So next week we should have a lot more information. It's going to be available at makeupbymario.com. And there's going to be 21 products that is launching, which is quite massive. And there's
going to be a whole fucking beauty news episode in itself.
It probably will be. There's brushes. We've seen little videos, like little sneak peeks. It looks like there's some eyeshadow palettes that have like glittery eyeshadows, some metallic, possibly eye products that you might mix to create a paint. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And they're all sort of like little sneak peeks. So I can't give you much information, but we've seen the packaging at least. It's very black and white and sort of basic. Looks like there's tools, possibly face palettes, whole bunch of stuff. So 21 items coming next week. If you really want to keep an eye on it, do check out our Instagram page, his Instagram page. But otherwise we'll talk about it next week. All right, we've seen another Halloween collection from Milani. So they've launched the Alter Ego collection. This includes 2 eyeshadow palettes. There's one called The Beautiful Nightmare and The Fairy Tale, 4 ludicrous lip glosses. There's Cold Blooded, Sealed with a Hiss, Let's Bone, it's a funny name, and Love Bite. Then there's 4 metallic shimmer lipsticks. There's Sticks and Spells, Poison Apple, Swad Ghouls, and Make Believe. And there's 2 face gem kits. They're all available now at Milani Cosmetics, and what they've pretty much done is gone one sort of more monsterish, and then one that's more like princess-ish. So there's a photo here of their sort of marketing images where one person is dressed as like a serpent type skull character and one is dressed as like a fairy fantasy thing. So what I do like about this collection is you can buy it and actually create Halloween costumes out of it, which I think is what Halloween's all about. So I like this. Again, I wouldn't buy it, but I think it's a fun idea.
We have more products from Morphe. They are, they're vomiting collections each week, which is fun. We have the Mega Matte Lipstick line. This is an expansion on the line. They have 8 new shades. We've got Pickup Line, Passionate, Independent, Forward, Vocal, In the Moment, Player, and Twisted. They're $10 each, or you can buy the whole bundle of 8 for $55. That's a saving.
Woo!
Well done. So there you go. It's just an expansion of an already existing range. Nars are revamping their brush range, essentially. So these are going to be all synthetic brushes, and it looks like these are going to be replacing their current lineup of brushes. So there's 21 that have been shown in total. Now, some of these are existing synthetic brushes that they're like relaunching. Some are synthetic versions of natural hair brushes that they are replacing, and others are completely new, but they are all synthetic brushes. We're not going to go through them all because there are 21. This episode is really long, but this is launching soon, and look, I like the look of these brushes. I want NARS brushes.
They do have some nice designed brushes. Like the shapes are really beautiful. The handles look really beautiful. Yeah, they can make a good looking brush. That's all I'm going to say.
For sure.
All right, another launch from Nars. We've seen a new lipstick formula and I'm excited because I really like Nars lip formulas. I'm down for them. Anyway, this is the Air Matte Lip Color. It's described as a feather light cushion feel with a soft matte finish, utilizing micro powders and silky polymers. Coming soon. I don't know the shades, but there look like there's quite a few of them. Looks like there's around 4 nudes, there's a few brights, there's corals. I'm down for this. I really like that soft matte, sort of blotted matte lip sort of feel or look as well. But I find that some brands do this really badly. I'm going to say ColourPop. Some of their they're like, what was it? They're Luxe Velvets.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were
they
horrible.
Just move around the lips and look funny. So nice. I love the effect, but yeah, I'm hoping these are really, really nice. But again, we don't know much about it. It's coming soon, and yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for it.
Okay, we have something here from Rituel de Fille. So this is a new highlighter. It's in the shade called The Dream. Now, I'm just going to read this. This is from their Instagram account. Essentially what they've said is, hex the vote. Rituel de Fille is committed to creating intentional, purposeful products for expressing your own power. This year has drawn us to talking with you about many issues far outside of the usual realm of makeup, but has also brought into sharp focus that beauty itself is politically significant. These are momentous times, and as a small team working to put meaningful things into the world, we feel called to be of service to a broader social good in every way we can. The 2020 election, my words not theirs, in America, will have incalculable long-term effects on our communities and our country, and we believe it is essential to use all of our focus to help shape the course of history for the better. We have created an absolutely stunning new limited edition color, the Dream Metamorphic Highlighter. It is an astonishingly beautiful infrared shift, a true power color to wear to the polls or while dropping your mail in ballot. This is the most exclusive shade we've ever created. The Dream is locked within a special section of our website, and the secret password will only be revealed to registered voters. They will donate 100% of net profits from the Dream Metamorphic Highlighter to organisations doing remarkable work to support voting rights. They have taken the most, the biggest political leap I've ever seen in the beauty community, ever. So essentially what they're saying is register to vote and you can buy a highlighter.
Yes. It's an interesting one. I don't know if their highlighters are so good that if I didn't want to register to vote, it would sway me. In Australia, we legally have to vote. You don't legally have to vote. You have to turn up, get your name crossed off. And if you don't want to vote, you don't have to vote. But you legally have to go out and at least get your name crossed off. So for us, voting is compulsory. So I believe that everyone should have to vote. And I know there's an argument out there that if you're not politically inclined, why should you have to have a say? But the way democracy should work is that everyone has a say and the outcome is representative of the whole country. And that's where Brexit fucked up. They were just like, people go out and vote for no for Brexit to go through. So I don't have to get off my couch. That's fine. And then all of a sudden it was voted for as a yes. And they're like, wait, how did that happen? Whereas if everyone was forced to get out there and vote, it'd be more representative of how the country actually feels. So I don't understand the American system as it is, but I don't think a highlighter is going to make someone vote. Just in my opinion.
No.
And not a fucking pink highlighter.
Yeah. And look, I agree, actually. It's pretty, I've got this thousands of times over in my drawer behind me. I actually don't really like where the beauty community is going in terms of bringing politics into it. It's something that's been happening, like, it's slowly been building over the course of years, essentially. And this is now becoming like a big, big statement. I'm a bit like, I just want my makeup without fucking politics, without religion. Like, it's getting to a point where I'm like, stuff like this actually turns me off talking about, like, I don't even want to talk about this brand.
Yeah, look, I do hear you. I think if you've got a platform, it can be important to use your platform. And I think in this instance, it's not so bad because they're not saying vote for one party, but they're also, by telling people to vote and make a change, they are implying what they're feeling. So they might say, oh, we're just actually encouraging people to register to vote. But they're not just doing that. They're telling people to make a change, just doing that, essentially.
Yeah.
So I do agree with you. I think makeup, I would prefer to make, the most political I'd probably want my makeup is, let's donate proceeds to X.
I agree.
Actually say you can't access this if you haven't registered to vote, I think is probably taking it a little bit too far.
But this is very drastic. This is like
it's a little bit of discrimination, a little bit.
It is a little bit, isn't it?
Like, if you aren't registered to vote, you can't sit with us.
That's the thing. Like, in America, people have the right to choose whether they vote or not. And now you're like, hey, if you want this, you must go register to vote. And I'm just like, it's a highlighter, hun. You ain't that fucking special. It's not money.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not paying you to vote.
I don't get it. But also, we should mention, if you do not live in the US and you want this highlighter, you can DM them or something and they'll give you the password. Yeah. And then you're just going to fucking, like, I betcha if you Googled this, you would find the password on Reddit or something.
Yeah, of course you would.
And you, like...
Of course you would.
Like... The statement is very, like, soapboxy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really?
I do think makeup that pushes things down your throat, whether it's for good or bad, it does take the fun out of makeup. I think that's where I'm going to leave that. It takes the fun out of makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's done for me. I'm just like...
Yeah. I get that.
Okay.
I get that.
Well,
I understand that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I want to mention this even though it's a sneak peek, but I want to mention it because finally they fucking did this, which I thought is about bloody time. Suva Beauty, they're releasing 2 of their sort of cake water activated liner palettes. So we talked about a brand doing this a few months ago, and I think we said, or at least I thought in my head, why isn't Suva Beauty doing something like this? I'm surprised that they've had cake liners for years and years.
You and I,
Oh, maybe we discussed it off camera.
We had a private conversation. Yeah, we did.
Like,
and when I saw this, I was like, look at that, Kat. They're reading our minds. Yeah.
They must have, because I do remember distinctly saying that. And I was surprised that they haven't done something like this before, and it is coming. So we don't know the dates yet, but there are definitely going to be 2 of these palettes, and they look like they're at least going to be 5 cake liners per palette. We're only seeing 2 color reveals of it. So there's a neon pink in one and a neon green in another. There's going to be the UV Taffies and the UV Brights. So we'll update you when that releases.
From Violet Voss, we've seen the See You Later eyeshadow palette. So this palette offers tropical pops of colour, fit for a vacation in paradise. It contains 20 shades in a variety of finishes. It's available now for $45 at Violet Voss, and I feel like Violet Voss is looking more and more like Sephora collection the more they release products.
The font kills me.
I can't with this brand. I just can't with this brand. Like...
Look,
get a graphic designer, hun.
That's true.
Please.
We've been saying this we've been doing beauty news now for like 4 years, going on 5 years, and we've been saying it from the start. Their fonts and I think they have hired a graphic designer because their packaging is looking a lot better than it used to, but they need to hire
still not good,
an elevated one. They went on Fiverr.
Yeah, stop going on Fiverr. And stop using MS Paint fucking...
They were originally doing
fonts.
it themselves, and then they went on Fiverr, but now they actually have to fork over some money and get a legit graphic designer to do this. But I don't mind this palette. It's more of a muted colour vibe. It is quite... There's a bit of a fall colour story, but also a summer one. Look, it's not for me, but I don't hate it. I do like their quality, and I'm still jonesing. I've seen jonesing twice this episode. Still jonesing for their taupe palette. But they don't ship internationally. So someone actually, I think, messaged me the other day. They had a sale and it was like, the taupe palette's going to be really cheap. And I was like, I can't order it because they don't ship internationally, motherfuckers. So you're dead to me. But if you want that palette, it's available now.
Okay, we've seen the next product coming from Wayne Goss. These are the Weightless Blush Palettes. So what we see here is 4 duo pans of blush and highlight. Coming soon. Don't know much more about them.
Pretty colours.
I feel like that purpley one up the top, purple blush, the depth of that, and compared to the highlighter, it looks off.
It looks like they've got a peach and a gold, and then a deeper version of the peach and the gold, and then they've got pink and a lilac, and then they've gone dark pinky purple and a frosty white. It does look a little bit off, but again, we need to see more information about these. We'll keep you updated when we find out more. All right, the last thing is skincare. This is from Wishful Skin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this one is a little bit interesting. So this is the Get Even Rose Oil. Now, I did watch her Instagram stories, Huda's Instagram stories, and she was talking about how she originally wanted to start the skincare brand with this product, but it did take a while to properly formulate and, actually mass produce and whatnot. So it's coming out now. But she said that this was the product that changed her skin in over, I think, 2018, 2019. And she's super excited for this release. Now, this is pretty much an oil. It's not just a rosehip oil. It actually has 15 types of oil in there. So it's a blend of multiple oils. It's supposed to smooth dry patches, even out skin texture, fade like acne scarring, and make your skin quite plump and soft and whatnot. So this product is launching the 23rd of September, so it's out when you're watching this. It's $63 US, which is very expensive. 55 pounds, 63 euros, or 273 AED, and it's available on hudabeauty.com. Now, I've got mixed feelings about this. Firstly, I do think rosehip oil can change your skin dramatically, especially if you've got oily skin or you've got acne scarring. It can really reduce scarring. It can really reduce texture. It can really add in a lot of oils that stops your skin overproducing its own oil. So if you've got oily skin or acne prone skin, rosehip oil is a godsend. Do you need a 15 oil blend for, what was it, $63 US? No, just go buy the rosehip oil from The Ordinary for like $10 and you'll probably get that same effect. So I think this would actually be a really nice product, but I think it's so expensive. It's bordering on ridiculousness.
This is... Look, she says that, like, this is my magic oil and I've been working on making it for years and it's fixed dry patches and uneven texture and it's like fixed my scarring. Yeah, but like Kat said, all rosehip oils will do that eventually. Takes quite a long time. And this is too expensive. This is just,
if I saw this on sale for like 50% off, I would buy one because I do think it would be good, but I still think those claims they're the claims of a basic rosehip oil and you can buy it dirt cheap from numerous different brands.
The thing is you can buy like essentially multi oils from multiple brands. You can mix and match your own at home and get similar results. I don't like... This brand is just trumped up shit.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that it's effective, but the prices are ridiculous. Like what was that recent product that she bought out? Her moisturizer that she bought out, 93 Australian dollars. Are you fucking serious? Like, this oil is going to be, it's got to be at least high 70s.
More than that in Australia, 80, 90 bucks. I think
that's what I'm thinking. But how the fuck can she possibly price an oil at $80 or $90 in Australia? Like, it's ridiculous. You're getting like this is getting up towards like Sunday Riley and Drunk Elephant and like you're Huda. You're a brand new skincare brand on the market. Face oils are not expensive to make. This isn't fucking liquid gold. What's happening here? How is this?
I think she's trying to position herself with the Sunday Rileys. That's what my vibe is. But I also feel like she's taking things that have been around and popular before. So she had that sort of peeling, exfoliating gel thing. She had the cleansing balm. You know, those kind of things that have been around before and have proven effective before, same as rosehip oil or oil blends. And she's just tried to make them sound a little bit more douchebaggy to then up the price. Yes. So again, out of the whole range, this is the thing that I would have most confidence with, that if you want to try something, this will work and it will be nice. Is it worth the money compared to the rest of the oils on the market? Fuck no. But I'd still try it if it somehow came into my life at a much cheaper rate. I'd still try it.
I wouldn't pay, like, it's just too expensive.
I nearly finished the ordinary rosehip oil. Great rosehip oil. Really nice. Yeah. Would repurchase that. It was like $15. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to move on to Good Molecules, which again, maybe $15. Will do what this claims that it's going to do. You can get some really great oils really cheap. So anyway, that's the last thing that we're talking about.
Yeah. And that is it.
That is
for this week's episode. Thank God, because my battery is flashing. It's going to cark it. The time has come to dedicate this episode to a Beauty News VIP, and this week's VIP is Courtney.
Thank you,
Courtney, for supporting Beauty News, and thank you to everyone who supports Beauty News in whichever way you choose to do so. Kat, what is our emoji for the week?
It's going to be a pumpkin, because until Halloween comes, we're going to choose Halloween themed things, because every week we what emoji do we use?
What do we do?
Halloween pumpkin this week.
We're kicking it off
with
might be Halloween pumpkin.
So we want to see pumpkins in the comments if you made it to the end.
Fantastic. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because that actually helps us out a lot, and we will see you in the next one.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.